Welcome to My Long Island TV, the show that features the people and events that make Long Island great. In this special holiday episode, we visit the Cultural Arts Center in Plainview for their special production of Annie.
We're the orphans from Annie. Welcome to My Long Island.
Annie is the type of show that is a crowd pleaser. It draws audiences. It's universally loved. It's one of the most popular and famous shows of all time. It's got a wonderful storyline with great dramatic points to it.
It's a hard knock life. Now you'll stay up till this dawn. Shine like it's out of that Chrysler building.
It's really always a pleasure to direct the kids at CAP because we have such a great range and we have so many kids to choose from, and it's so easy to cast the kids. It's tougher to get great adults. When we cast kids, it's a piece of cake for us because we're just known to have the best kids on Long Island. We've had 14 kids make it to Broadway in the last 4 years.
I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything like you.
When I found out singing, I thought it would be a lot of fun to act to, so I tried it. I practice and practice at home until I get it right, and it just comes to my head.
The situation is hopeless and getting worse.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be some.
You never forget your lines?
I do, but then I improvise. You just act natural and you don't stop. You just keep going.
Aha! Gotcha. I hear ya. I always hear ya.
It is more fun than anything you can imagine. I've been playing evil characters for about 10 years, and there's nothing like it in the whole world. It's so much fun.
You'll scrub this floor, and you'll strip them beds for the laundryman.
Miss Hannigan is just out there. She really doesn't like kids, but she's surrounded by them all the time. So you really have to dig deep and find that evilness that can really go after those kids and just let them have it. It's very hard for me to hate those kids. I direct little kids at this theater from time to time, and I just adore them. But it's fun to watch the reactions when you yell at them and they actually jump.
Maybe she holds the key, that little lady,
Get more bucks.
instead of less.
I play Rooster, and I guess more or less he's all about the money. He's always looking for the next score. His life is sort of a game for him, and he's always, no matter good or bad, he's gonna try and get the job done any way that he can. He's an evil guy, but he's a fun guy.
St. Regis. She's a bit of a flake, and she thinks the world of Rooster, and she's certainly materialistic, so she loves his schemes and how he's always trying to get more money, and she's a lot of fun to play.
Oh, it's Annie I want.
Oh, boy!
Now, if you'll just get her coat, I can take her along right now.
Coat? She ain't got no coat.
Well, then we'll buy her one.
Grace Farrell. She is very elegant, upper class, but she's still pretty strong, and she still has, like, you know, she knows what she wants, and she doesn't take anything from anyone else. My first show ever was actually the sequel to this show called Annie Warbucks. My family was always into theater as well, and my parents were actually in a production of Annie Warbucks, and I was 9, and I would tag along with them to rehearsals every day, and finally the director was just like, do you want to be in the show? You're singing along, you're dancing along in the seats, I think you want to be in it. And I was like, yeah, sure.
If there's anyone that can find your parents, Mr. Warbucks is the man.
I've been in Annie twice at CAP. Never as Drake the Butler. I've always wanted to be Drake. And I was really blessed to get this part for this production.
I guess like everyone here.
That's who I play. Right? Yes, sir.
Actually, what's written in the play that when Drake is called, he's off stage. But when Cap started doing Annie, they thought it would be a funnier bit to do it right in back of Warbucks, you know, and to yell out, "Yes, sir!"
I used to winter in the tropics.
I spent my summers at the shore.
Annie is about always being optimistic. Even when, look at the Hooverville scene when Annie was coming back to the things that, the misfortune that the people were witnessing and experiencing, and she always came out with a positive statement.
Newspapers for blankets.
Oh.
You could read in bed.
Yes, sing like Annie. I've just decided if my administration is going to be anything, it's going to be optimistic about the future of this country. So sing. Louder,
Taller than tomorrow, there'll be sun.
Regardless of your political persuasion, anytime any leader is in a situation where his countrymen are hurting economically, it's, you know, that's part of what they need to do, whether it's today or back in the 1930s. A leader really has to try to increase the morale of the country. And that's kind of brought in the show in terms of FDR's character and what he does.
Solo for the president. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, everyone, Republicans to Oliver, sing.
You can hear it on the original Broadway track. It's actually the way it was done on Broadway. Obviously, every actor brings his own interpretation, but it was actually a lot of fun to do, and to actually sing and not actually sing and sound like you can't sing. That was actually a lot of fun as well.
Tomorrow.